All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So, a lot going on. So I decided that, of course, I'm in the process of getting my divorce and everything like that. Obviously, there's no point of committing adultery. There's no point of going out there and sleeping around. I was literally, in an adultery type marriage. So, whatever. But most people who know me, which my mother knows me, is one thing I like to do is I like to talk to people online. As many. So I go on a lot of different sites and stuff like that. Some sites, you just talk to men. Some sites, you talk to women and men. Some sites, it's just like, but most people who know me know I have male friends. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really one of those people who are just like, I'll sit there and be like, oh, men and women can only have a sexual relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that person. Like, I believe that men and women can have non-sexual relationships. It's possible. I have them. So I go to say this because I went to have, communication with someone, and all of a sudden I get this message. I hadn't been on this website for like a while, a while. And I log in, I look at my inbox and everything like that, like checking my inbox. And this woman is in my inbox like, he has HIV. Not to offend anybody who has HIV, but for me, I don't have any sexually transmitted diseases. I've never had any sexually transmitted diseases. Close I've had to anything is maybe yeast infections because I've had diabetes. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Or because my body breaks out if I use like really strong scented soaps. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's about it. So I go on, and it's the man's wife. Okay, and she's like, hi, I'm his wife. He gave me HIV for sleeping around. I've been on here contacting a lot of women on here just to inform them that my husband has HIV. A few of them had said that they slept with him. Now me, y'all know me, like, that wasn't even me. Like, I am so thankful for the type of woman that I am when it comes to, one, giving my body away, because when I was younger, I didn't really care about giving my body away. I didn't care about giving my body away. I didn't care who I slept with. I always cared about protection and stuff like that. I mean, if I had like a main relationship and stuff like that, that was a whole different story. But I mean, I shouldn't have been out there in the first place because, but I wasn't really following God and listening to God's order at that time. I've talked about this plenty of times, and, I wanted to make this video because there's a lot of situations in life that can be avoided. One, this situation was avoided because I'm not out there having sex with people, random people, or out there having sex unprotected. You know what I'm saying? Two, like, this woman is now suffering because of her husband. Now, I look at my situation in my life, and there's plenty of times where I was in my marriage and I would tell my husband, like, look, I want to wear condoms, because I didn't know where he was, And if I had to argue with other females about you, you know what I'm saying? Like, and them arguing with me about you, like, I'm not gonna feel secure in, the fact that you might come home with something. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not protecting me. And, I felt sad for this woman because her partner, who she vowed her life to, did not protect her. you know, and I talked to her and I was sad for her. And I expressed to her, you know, like, I know what it feels like when someone, you know, who you vowed your life to doesn't value you or care enough about you that he literally went out and did something that is damaging to you. You know, and, you know, it's something that's not replaceable. Now, you know, it's not irreversible. You know, I wrote a blog last night about making, you know, selfish choices. His selfish choice to go and sleep around affected her life and damaged her. You know, it damaged her. You know, it affects her life forever. And now she's out here with STD that you can't get rid of. There's nothing that's gonna ever fix that. She said to me, I could be bitter, I could be angry, and you know, and I could be spreading it around like he is, but I'm not. And I applauded her for that, because she could be repaying evil for evil. She could be out here hurting other people after her husband innocently hurt her by sleeping around with people because he wanted to be unprotected. You know? Because he wanted to be unprotected. Because he wanted to do his own thing. Because he wanted to run the streets. I thank God every day. Because that could have been me. You know? I'm glad that, you know, I say this because I'm glad that I made the choice not to be promiscuous and out here in the world sleeping around like that, because there's a lot going on in this world, you know? A lot. And, you know, I don't want to get damaged anymore. You know, I don't want to damage people either. You know, it's not fun to hurt someone, you know, especially someone who you say you loved, or someone you say you cared about, or someone who you said that, you know, you wanted to give your life to, and you hurt them, you know. I think for me, marriage really gave me a lot of different outlook on life. It's humbled me to know that I don't care how pretty you think you are. Honestly, like, or how confident you set yourself out to be. If someone doesn't love you, they just don't love you. If someone wants to hurt you, they're just gonna hurt you. I don't care if you bend over backwards and give them the world. I don't care if you give them the last penny. If they don't care, they don't care. It doesn't matter. And I say that it humbled me to know that people just don't care about you. They don't. You know, some people do. But some people can just be selfish. And it doesn't matter how far off they are from you or how close they are to you. Even I, myself, me, a human being, a person, you know, could care less sometimes. Why? Because I'm human. Because we're all human. I thank God for just protecting me when there's been like selfishness in my life. You know, I thank God that I don't give my body away. Because imagine, okay, if I would have slept with that guy, you know, and because I'm angry. Oh, my husband left me. I'm bitter. Well, technically I left my husband, I don't know. But what if I was angry and, you know, oh, this happened in my marriage. There we go. Or that happened in my marriage and no one gave two cares about me. And I decided to just be in my emotions and sleep around, right? What if I decided, you know, oh, I see this man. He has a wife. Who cares? Someone slept with my husband. Why should I care? I'd be walking around with HIV right now. But I'm not. And, you know, in this, it makes me just want to go back to celibacy, you know? Like, you know, because I want to be able to live my life. I don't want nobody to take my life from me because they got their own stuff going on and they want to be sleeping around and doing whatever they want to do. Not my life. I didn't ask for that. So I'm just saying this to be careful out there because sometimes people just don't care about your life, you know, because they're selfish. And so good. But I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna record more video later. I'm going to the hair store, get some eyelashes, going to the movies. Going to drop off a package. So I love you guys. Be safe out there. Make sure if you are gonna have sex, be protected. Go get tested for STDs beforehand, both of you guys together. If you have a regular partner, even if you're married, get tested. I don't care if you think your husband is the most faithful thing in the world. It doesn't matter. Or your wife is the most faithful thing in the world. We're not going to discriminate against men and women. Make sure you get tested. Protect yourself. Yeah, so I love you guys. And talk to you next time. Peace.